1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Come on, set.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This one from 35 yards away.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
On second and 11 now.
Powell. He completes this.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe their whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
Powell down to throw it.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second down. Howell now. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Howell. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
On third down, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
But that's one of those, Charles, when it works, it looks amazing, and when it doesn't, it means trouble.
Yeah, you're right about that one, partner, because that allows us to say, what are you thinking when it doesn't work? Although I know in his mind when he made the call, he was thinking about the amazing part. But in this case, I think the defense, they caught on to this fairly quickly, and they were able to force the incomplete pass.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. To throw again on second down. Powell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Howell. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Another throw for Howell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now throwing on 1st down here.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Quick slant, Dotson. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Hal looking to throw again. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That hasn't been a bad first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lawrence on the sneak, and he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Back to the ground with Etienne. Down to about the 45.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Now Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Here's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Lawrence to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. Down inside the 10.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Lawrence.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Chris Manhertz. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Throwing here, Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Jahan Dotson, touchdown, Washington. Well, Charles, kind of the future of his franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Jonathan Allen had a very nice season for Washington in 2021 with 9 sacks and his first career Pro Bowl nod. He continues to be a valuable centerpiece for that defensive line.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go. Set.
4th down. Here's Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They run the toss now with Gibson. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned. Every time you throw an interception, if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They were looking for a big play in this comeback situation, and they call a play-action pass, and it backfires. If you're going to run that play this late in the game, you have to have a plan in mind to avoid the sack. Throw it away, scramble, do something, but don't go down in your own backfield.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They'll go play action. Howell. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Montez Sweat, the third-year edge rusher, had 5 sacks in 10 games in 2021, limited due to injuries, but still an impressive 21 sacks in his first 3 years in the NFL.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, here's Howell.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The slot man in motion right.
One more time with Gibson.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The CDO is a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Commanders,
that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky.